mow the grass. I'm going to walk you through first the equipment we're going to need, how to properly use it and maintain it. Secondly, how to mow the grass and pull weeds. Let's get started. First and most important tool we're going to need is, of course, the lawnmower. Whenever you go to start your lawnmower, a couple things you're going to want to check for is, first of all, oil. Okay, this one is good enough. If you've spent a lot of money on a new mower, protect your investment. Secondly, we're going to want to check for fuel. We're good on fuel. I just filled it up. Personal attire, some protective eyewear is always a good idea. I recommend ear protection and closed-toed shoes. I'm going to start down in the boulevard and I'll walk you through how to start the mower up and we'll go from there. We're going to go ahead and start mowing out here on the boulevard. I always start down here and go the same direction, although it's recommended to alternate directions. Something you also want to check for when getting ready to mow is the height of your deck. I keep mine as high as it goes. The longer the grass, the more moisture it gets held, and you don't have to water as frequently. First off, ear protection, eye protection. Prime it with the bulb a few times. And just first rip usually. Oh, second this time. Now we're going to water these flowers and pick some of these weeds. It's as easy as this. You can get some pretty nice sprayer nozzles that'll have a nice rain effect, which I have one, but while filming, my hose ripped right here. So I'm just doing best with what I've got. It's important that your yard always looks much better than all the neighbors' yards too. I didn't spend more than $100 on these plants. This hose around, if not to just run it over the top of the pan. How's it going? Lastly, I'm going to show you how to pull some weeds. Now, it doesn't necessarily matter the order of this, whether you water first or pull weeds first. In some instances, it might loosen up the soil just enough to where you can get the whole root out. In other instances, it might just make a big moneyed mess. So use your best judgment. As far as what's a weed and what's not, in our case, it's pretty obvious. They grow fast though, so it's hard to keep up on them. And here's a good example of what I would consider a weed. This here, spreading, ugly. I didn't plant it here. You really kind of want to find the roots where they go into the ground, not just pulling these leaves off because they'll be back within a day or two. I generally don't use chemicals. That's why I do have some weeds, and I accept that there's always going to be some weeds. And there we go. That's just, I mean, it takes time. I could sit here and do this all day and still not get them all, but you get the idea. So, this concludes today's video. Peace out.